live. All right, so tonight I got something different going on, y'all. As you can see, I got a very special guest, a very special guest. I'm gonna do my intro. I'm gonna play intro so we can wait for some people to come in. But I got my bro King QEB on here, man. We're gonna have a
Good.
conversation, man. Let's do it. You ready, bro? You ready to have this conversation?
Yes, sir.
All
You
right,
see
all right.
the shirt on, and I didn't even know what we were going to be talking about till later. This was my
Yeah,
shirt for the day, though. God knew what was going on.
yeah, facts, bro. I was looking for my little alien shirt, but I couldn't find it, so it's all good. All right, let's get
It's,
this intro going and wait for we can wait for some people to come in, man. All right.
heck yeah.
All right. And this song, hold on, this song right here is it's a song called To the Moon by King QEB, man. KINGQEB, as is on the title, as is on the thumbnail. Go check out bro's channel. He got some great music over there, all kind of different varieties of music, all kind of different shit. He got instrumentals, beats, music. We've been making music forever and ever and ever. So just go over there and check it out. We got a lot going on over there, man.
Since we was kids, we were making music. I want to
Yeah,
pot some paint right here.
it's in our blood, bro. Let's go, man. What's up, Leilani? What's up?
You know, just your first time listening, first time everybody, welcome. You know, I love you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on, drink with me. I like to go for like the west. You gotta bust it. On an arm in love, untouchable. I'ma take you to the level of the start, to the place where the galaxies and never use cars. And by far on a level that you never seen. Walking through the liquid just to make sure I'm clean. But did I mention that I breathe? Just believe in your sleep. There's nothing you should need. You should need. Feel trapped like I need to get home, but I ain't gonna finish the mission before I hit the stone. Just down home, all that I'm going here until I eradicated all of them all things. You gotta get that. You gotta go to sleep again. I never felt that. You wouldn't understand. I'm an alien. I'm an idiot. You couldn't get it. I can tell you straight out. Still you believe in it. I bring light. I always have. Always been. I was born. That's my mom for the real. I lit the room like a Christmas tree. I was the meat on the rocks coming on the sea. I used to wonder why I was quite different. Like feelings make my mind drive a life's vision. And sometimes I like to kill them. Teach me you'll find me on the grind, straight bills. All you can do is yeah.
Where did that was the intro to that album. That was the intro to the album it was on.
You know, most people ask like, how's destiny gonna change? When is destiny gonna happen? I tell them this, the only moment you can change right now, right now. So that's to me, is take charge of your blessings. Take charge of your actions, your thoughts. For the place you want to be. Yeah, if that place is here with me, take the next journey to the next plane. Right now, right now. Come back home, come back home. King,
All right, let's get it, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are talking about something very, I would say edgy or groundbreaking, but really it's not. We're talking about world history tonight. We're going to be talking about something that's been going on since the beginning of world history. A lot of people might not understand what we're going to talk about tonight, but if you stick around, you will be shown something new. And and I'm going to say something to you. A lot of people believe everything they hear, and a lot of people will, do that. A lot of people will believe shit they see on TV, they believe shit they see on movies, they believe shit they hear. But when they hear it straight out the horse's mouth, a lot of people don't like to take heed or understand something. But let me tell y'all something. What we're gonna talk about tonight is various things. We got video footage, I got different things, but we're also gonna be talking about real life alien experiences that we've been through. And both me and King Cabe have been going through alien experiences our whole life. And I want to say something. Let me close this door. I want to say something. No matter what you go through in this world, just know that if you're going through it, it's for you to go through. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are scared of things like aliens, but it's nothing to be scared of. What you got on that? Say or do your intro, bro. Come on, talk to the people, brother.
First of all, my name is King Cabe, if you didn't know, and I'm coming to y'all from a different perspective than anybody you've ever heard of before. Because throughout my whole life, I've always been the one to put stuff to the test. You know what I'm saying? If somebody tells me something, I don't just believe it at face value. Everything has to be checked. You know what I'm saying? And so for everything that I'm saying tonight, that is not personal without any other evidential account, I'm gonna give you the receipts, you know what I'm saying, or the places to go to find the receipts, and that's the key, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also too, me and bro and my family, we come from an alien family. I want to say that. Before I was born, when I was in my mother's womb, she used to talk about green lights flowing around the room and green lights and all of these things. So
I
this
knew what you were gonna
aliens
say.
this alien stuff that we've been going through has been before birth. It's been around conception. So I want to say something to you as well. Certain people on this planet have been seeded by alien genetics just to rise the consciousness of the planet. There's people who are put on this planet to rise the consciousness of the planet, and you cannot rise it without having vast information.
Yeah, it's well, a lot of people know it from vibe and frequency. You know what I'm saying? Raising the frequency on the planet. You know what I'm saying, to a higher level, because I study sound. You know what I'm saying? So I know what waves look like. Low frequency waves versus high frequency waves. You know what I'm saying? The distance between the peak and the bottom, you know what I'm saying, of the wave form. It's like a lot closer at a higher frequency, which provides a lot more electricity. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we gotta speak. I feel you, but we gotta speak. You gotta understand, Cabe, you gotta dumb it down a little bit. I want you to do that for me the best that you can, because a lot of these people are not privy. So a lot of these people are not going to understand what you're saying. So I want you to speak to the people as if they've never heard of this shit before. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to I want them to feel this shit. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Okay.
I want them to understand where we're coming from, and not, so just do your best to clearly uh say it however the clearest you can. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and every time they can go back and re-listen to it. That's the key. Like if they don't understand now, do research on what we're saying and then
Yeah.
come back and listen to the video again. So
All right,
then
so
you'll have the, you know, to go from.
fact. So where do you want to start with this? Because I think we should start with, should we start with what's going on currently, or should we start from personal experience? Where do you want to start with this?
Current then personal.
Current. Okay, we'll go current. All right, so I want them to see this. Today, this happened today. I got the footage of this gentleman was walking through the streets, and he was not interviewing a congressman, but he got a statement from a government official on the street. And I want the people to hear this shit, because this is today. This happened today. And I want the people to hear this.
That have been on this earth. What if these are entities that are here on this earth, that have been on this earth, that for who knows how long, and that we
You know, we think they're coming in from way out. Maybe they did millennial ago, but they're here and they're in these deep water areas. And that's why, I mean, like we say, we know more about the face of the moon than we do what's going on there. And we have a higher propensity of sightings around these 5 or 6, I believe, deep water areas. And so to me, it just, it creates a question there. And then when we have naval personnel telling me that we have these sightings and that there's these underwater craft they're chasing that are doing hundreds of miles an hour, and the best we've got is something that does maybe just a little under 40 miles an hour. So I got a lot of questions about that stuff, and I mean,
So that was today. Somebody got that footage from, I don't know the Congress or government official's name, but that's a government official. So what he just basically was saying was confirming that the aliens live on the earth. First thing he confirmed, and then the second thing he confirmed is that these aliens are living in the ocean. They're oceanic, living in the deep ocean. He also said that we, as us as Americans, government, the world, we know more about the face of the moon than we know about our own oceans. So
Definitely, I
for
remember
them
that.
saying that, and I'm gonna let you talk real quick. For him saying that, that shows y'all that they're aware of the underground bases. They're aware, and the fact that we don't go into the ocean shows that the ocean is some, what do you call
It's
it,
dangerous.
territory of something else.
It's dangerous to go into the ocean, to be honest with you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of things can happen. Even the factor of there being energy meridians on the planet, which is just points of power in a grid fashion. If you were to look at the globe, right? Whoever believes it's a globe or whoever believes it's flat, whatever, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at it in a grid format, some places are in the ocean. That's why ships be coming up missing. A lot of times, sometimes they get hit by rogue waves, understandable. You know what I'm saying? Them tall 100-foot waves or whatever the case may be, get hit by a rogue wave and capsize. But other times, there's ships that become what are called ghost ships and whatnot. How do you become a ghost ship? You see
what
what
are
I'm
you talking
saying?
about? Like the Bermuda Triangle?
Bingo. That's one, and that's just there's pyramids underneath the water over there, and they project electromagnetism out of the peak of the pyramid, and it throws off the navigational system of the ships and the
That's
planes that are flying.
that's also a place, because that's also what we know to be confirmed. That's also a place where ships disappear, that we know to be confirmed. You get what I'm saying? So there is, so this, by us having the basic knowledge of things like Bermuda Triangle, where pyramids, I mean, where boats and ships come missing and things like that, and then you have government officials telling us that there's underwater oceanic alien beings. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that there might have, the places like the Bermuda Triangle are possibly doorways, entranceways, passageways, or things of that nature. So I like to keep it, when I talk about things like science and shit like that, I like to keep it really understandable for the people so they can grasp right onto it. Because I don't want my people to think we're trying to spin them with some, you know what I mean? So things like Bermuda
No,
Triangle, things like that, you get what I'm saying? That is, and then we have confirmation of government telling us it's, I don't even understand why people even want to debate about aliens being real, you know?
you really can't, because they already took it to a congressional hearing and had people like recite their accounts of their, like, you know what I'm saying, history
Mm-hmm.
in regards, and
Mm-hmm.
they're these decorated people, you know what I'm saying, of
Mm-hmm.
high stature and position inside the forces that they're in, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they're giving reports of seeing bodies and ships and vessels and things of that nature. So if it's been taken to Congress and there's been millions and millions and millions of accounts in regards to it, there has to be some validity. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly. Exactly. I mean, so basically we've just confirmed, me and you and the governor dude, and if you watch TV, basically I wanted to confirm the reality of aliens. So we did that. You get what I'm saying? Reality, the aliens are definitely real. Now, let's go more current. Let's go more current. I want y'all to see some more current footage because Big Bayday likes to stay current. I love right now, up to speed, up to date. So sometime last week, we had our United government was, where were they at, bro? Were they in Syria? Were they flying in Syria with the Hellfire missile?
I don't know where that happened,
I think
but
it
I
was
have
Syria.
that.
Yeah, so I
footage.
think, yeah, we're brothers, man. This is my brother right here, man. This is my brother. That's my brother right here. His name is King QEB, and he got a YouTube channel, KINGQEB, man. That's my brother right here, man. We just doing something good, something different, and we trying to, bring awareness to some shit that we know about, and I want y'all to understand. We're gonna get y'all some real accounts of alien encounters, because both me and King QEB have been abducted multiple times. I've been abducted multiple times. How many times you been abducted, bro?
I don't really like talking about that shit.
Man, shut up, man. We gonna talk it, bro. It ain't nothing. Hey, what are we gonna hide for? We been abducted. What are we hiding for?
Like 6 times.
Okay, so I'm gonna say for me 3 times that I remember. So you say about 6 for you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, facts. We see the people are saying Can you see the comment section, bro? Can you see the comment section?
I can see it when I like go. Yeah, don't hide. That man said, "Don't hide." Yeah,
bro.
real life.
Yeah. So look. I'm gonna show them this UAP. This is right now current. This last week, our United government was in the Middle East somewhere, whether they were scanning it over there, just poking around, or whether they were tracking this alien. They motherfucking were over in the Middle East. And I need everybody in here to hit the like button. We got over 60 people in here, and it's way more than that. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. This is going to be one of the best YouTube lives you'll ever hear. Hit the like button.
Because I'm about to say some real shit. I just don't want to say it, but I'm fuck
Man,
it. Yeah,
bro, I've already told them multiple times my alien shit, bro. Hit the like button. Hit the fucking like button. It ain't gonna get no realer than this, and it ain't gonna get no more entertaining than this.
Okay. One instance. Check this out. No, I ain't gonna tell you that instance. I'm gonna go from the first instance. What you want to do? Go from the first.
Tell them about the time when you got a whooping for getting abducted. When you ended up in the backyard.
That was my first conscious one.
Tell them, save me some. Tell them about the time when you got abducted and ended up in the backyard. Tell them.
Hold on, bro. So I'm laying in a bunk bed. I'm on the bottom bunk. My sister's on the top bunk. If you're laying like horizontal like this, the kitchen doorway is up above my head, and the living room doorway, the doorway to the living room and the bathroom is down below me at my feet to the left. So I'm in the bed, wake up, because usually when shit like this happens, your body has that adrenaline rush because you could feel their field around them. You know what I'm saying? And when their body comes around you, if they're a natural one, you'll feel the field of that. You know what I'm saying? That entity. So it woke me up, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I ain't say what the fuck because I was a kid, but I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I looked around. The night light was still on. It was an amber colored night light to my left. And I looked at the kitchen doorway. That shit was closed. Looked down at the hallway down towards the bathroom and the living room. That shit was abnormally dark. Now, like, that shit was abnormally dark. So you couldn't see 4 inches past the doorway. You see what I'm saying? After 4 inches, pitch black. And you remember that hallway that went to the bathroom on the right. Yours and children room to the front, and then the living room was to the right, back on Finchley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, okay, I looked towards the door. Nothing was there but darkness. So I said, fuck it, put my covers back over to myself. But something in my head was like, nah, bro, look. So when I looked back down, at the doorway that was just empty. I'm talking about in a fucking fraction of a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? I turned this way, put my covers on. Something said, nah, bro, look at that shit. I took my damn covers back off, looked down at the door. Now, about this tall away from the door frame. Most door frames are like 7 foot tall, 6'7" or 7 foot tall, something around that nature. So about this far away from the door frame was a slender, big-headed, green gray. So I'm gonna tell you what I mean by a green gray. A green gray is like, it looks like a regular gray alien.
No, just tell them the story, bro, because they don't know nothing about aliens. Just yeah.
But their bones are glowing, bro. This is important. The reason why I say is because when it was in the doorway, he was illuminating the doorway. Remember when I said it was pitch blackness? His bones were glowing and illuminating the blackness in the doorway. Like as soon as I seen him, I got scared because I was a kid. So what's a kid gonna do? I grabbed my covers, put my covers over my head, and turned towards the window. My body did like this next. Boom! My arms was down to my side. I'm talking about like I was this. My shit was covered up. My body said, bow, like straight, stiff, straight. My cover shot back down to the bottom of my ankles. The cover shot down to the bottom of my ankles. I looked to the left of my bed. Over the bed, bunk bed. My sister had to have seen that shit. And later on in life, she told me that she seen it. But for years, she denied it because she was afraid of it coming back. She told me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that shit was by her bed. So I'm guessing she was in her covers like this too, like fuck that shit. And it made me look at it. Because previously they were talking about some aliens. There's an alien autopsy that was coming on the news. And my parents didn't want me to see the shit because their history, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to bring it on to their kids. So they just like, go your ass to bed, you too young. So I went to bed. That shit happened. Like back to the story, my shit snapped down here. Everything snapped together, linear, cover shot down to the bottom. My head went stiff looking at him. Now I mustered up enough strength to turn away from him because think of this, he's right beside the bed. That's kind of imposing for a kid. So I turned my neck, was the only thing I can turn. I turned my neck to the dang window. And the windows, you know how the blinds are slatted, right? The light came from the top of the from the bottom of the window slat going up each flap. And as soon as it hit my eye, I blacked out. As soon as the light hit my eye, I blacked out. Next thing I know,
that's that Men in Black beam.
Bruh, it's a tractor fucking beam. Next thing I know, I woke up in the backyard in the same laying down position, but in the air, in the middle of the backyard. I looked to my back porch because I was looking for my dog to save me. Because remember, I'm a kid. I was looking for my dog to come save me from fucking being in the middle of the air and not being able to move. But I didn't see the dog nowhere. That motherfucker was hiding. I didn't see the dog nowhere. Next thing I know, I looked back from the back porch, mustered up enough strength to turn my head. That was the only thing I could do is turn my head. So I turned my head to my chest and realized that there was a light that was coming down. And that was the reason why I was in the air. I didn't make sense of it at the time because it was like I was a kid.
It was holding you up, bro. Yeah.
But bro, I seen the light shining down on my chest and looked up to the source of the light. As soon as I looked up to the source of the light, boom, I was out again.
Yeah.
As soon as you look at the source of that light, bro, that shit zaps you.
Now,
I don't know.
let me tell you what I remember from that night. You knocking at the back door, and we had to let your ass in through the back door. And then Baba was mad because we was crying and shit. Remember? We was crying and shit. So Baba got mad and he got on us about being like keeping him up and shit. So we got in trouble essentially for you goddamn getting abducted by an alien, bro.
Yeah, and then he was like, why are you crying? Stop crying. Motherfucker, if you knew what I just been through, you would be crying too.
Exactly.
Now,
exactly.
Having that happened to you, and the next recollection, he just said that I came through the back door. I don't remember that.
Now we let
I
you in
don't.
through the back door. We let you in through the back door.
The only thing I remember after looking up to that light, until later on, I'm gonna tell you how. The only thing I remember, and after looking at that light, was waking up, sitting in a sitting position on the edge of my bed.
All
That
right.
is the
Now,
first thing I ever heard that I came
yeah,
through the back door. I didn't remember that. That's
yeah, I
fucked
remember
up.
that. I remember that. We had to let you in the back door, bro.
Only thing because I was a kid, I don't remember everything, but I remember the most traumatic parts. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, facts. Facts. But
Now
shout out to Big
imagine.
Yock in the building, man. Shout out to Big Yock in the building. We got Archangel in the building. Shout out to all my real ones in the building, bro. Mm-hmm. So let me tell them real quick one of my most memorable alien abductions, and then we're gonna show some more footage and keep going. Um,
Mhm.
let me see which one I'm gonna do. I'll do the jelly time. The jelly time when I had with the blob, when I had sex with the blob. So real quick, I'm gonna make it as very quick as I can. So I was teaching my homeboy, my boy Keith. I was teaching my boy Keith about. He came to my house one day, and he was like, "Better teach me about God." You know, so I was sitting there with my boy, and I was smoking with him, and I was teaching him about God the best that I could about God, and teaching about Amun Ra and different things, and I was showing them what I knew. You know, passing my knowledge on from brother to brother. You know, and then
I-
he left, you know, after we had our spiritual session, he left. And then I was the night and I ate my dinner and shit, and I was laying down. I cracked my window. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was like rainy or windy that night. It was like rainy and windy. So I cracked my window to get some fresh air into the house because my room was at the bottom under the ground level. So I needed some fresh air. So I went to bed, went to sleep, regular, normal shit. But I woke up in the spaceship. Now, how I knew it was a spaceship is because it was a gunmetal, like the color of my shirt gray. It was exactly the color of my shirt gray, like a gunmetal gray color, like
the one
very
that
dark
went
gray.
in,
Huh?
mine was like metallic. The one that I was in was that I can remember was metallic. It was I always remember it being metallic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mine was metal too, but it was like a darker metal. So I got into this dark metal room, and this is what stood out to me most about the room. There was no lines in the room. You know how American buildings are all boxes with lines, like with lines and corners. There's corners in the American building architecture. Like in my room right now, I can see corners and lines and shit. In the alien spaceships, there's no corners. It's all smashed together. Everything is like
It's
an oval.
tubular. Yes, bruh.
It's like
Yep.
an oval. Everything's like an oval, like a flat oval. It probably was like I was inside of a fucking saucer.
It's kind of like a donut, but an extended donut. Like the edges
Yeah.
of it are like a donut.
As far as the eyes can see, the ground is flat, but then it goes to this curvy type of scenario. And then the crazy part about it, in the corners, and what would have been a corner, but it's not a corner, but in the distances of the walls, there's these lights that were going. You know what I'm saying? It was these strips of lights that were illuminating the wall up, the room up. You feel me? Like these gold lights. Everything was like
Mhm.
gold. You know what I'm saying? But it was dark metal with gold light, like a cheap light bulb, that type of light, like a cheap yellow light. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking of what race that was when you're doing that, when you're
So let me
describing that.
tell you. Let me tell you what they had on and shit. So boom. I'm gonna make it quick as I can. So I'm walk. So then I get into the spaceship, and I walk into this corridor room. It's like a doorway. And as I get through the doorway, it closes behind me, and it's a pool in front of me. It's a pool. It looks like it's liquid, right? So I have to go through it. This room is a whole pool. There's nothing but a pool. There's stairs that lead into an open pool. You get what I'm saying? And you have to go through it. So my mind just told me go through it. And I know what it is now. It's a cleansing room. I know what it is now. It's a cleansing room. Look. So you have to walk through this pool and you walk through it, whoop, 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 and you go through it, whoop, 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 and you go all the way through it. This liquid jelly, if you ever play with slime, like the clearest slime you could find, that's what it's like. It's like
I don't like it.
it's like the clearest it's almost like the slimiest jellos, the jello-iest shakiest slime you could buy, and it got a crunch to it just like slime, but you can breathe in it, you can walk in it, you can look in it, you can see in it, and it cleans you. When you go through this room, you've never felt this clean ever in your life. And the reason why I take 2 to 3 showers a day is because I want to feel that cleanliness again.
Replicate, bro, but it can't. It doesn't. It
I'll
doesn't do
never
it.
get that clean again, bro. I'll never get that clean again. You hear me? So the fucked up thing about it is you go through the pool, right? And then when you get through the other side, it's a doorway. And then as you go through, it's these two aliens on both sides of you. They had silver suits on, bro. They had silver suits like P. Diddy, like the Mace and Puff Daddy video from back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? Tell who the
Yeah.
hot, who's selling in stores. That shit. Yes. So both of those dudes grab your hand on each side of you. They grab your hand and motherfucking, I was so scared I didn't look at their heads. Let me just tell y'all that. I was so scared I did not look at their heads because they were taller than me. Their shoulders were at my head length, right? So I knew they were some fucking weirdos. So I didn't even look at their head. I just looked at their boots, I looked at their hands, and I looked at the ground. You hear what I'm saying, bro?
They said in your head to it's a sign of disrespect.
No,
Don't
it wasn't that, bro. It wasn't
Nah, I'm
that.
telling
I
you,
consciously knew I was scared to look at their faces, bro.
the feeling that they gave you made you like, bro, don't look at me. Like they give you that feeling of fear. Like where it's like, bro, don't look at me, just go come with me. Like if you don't come with me, it's over.
Bruh. Them niggas, so look, them big ass niggas escorted me down this hallway. You hear what I'm saying? I got to this Jabba the Hutt looking thing. You ever seen Star Wars and seen Jabba the Hutt? This thing, it was a big belly with some feet, and the feet looked like flaps, like just so much fat hanging over the feet. You couldn't see no toes. It was like two big elephant hooves with a big ass belly in a corner. In a corner. It was a dark corner, and it was the only thing I could see was the protruding belly with a motherfucking big flat feet. And it was Jabba the Hutt is what it looked like. You hear me, bro? It had like a shirt on the belly though. It wasn't naked. It had like some type of clothing over the belly. You get what I'm saying? So I was like,
Yeah, that'd be the only way.
huh?
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna see.
So look, this motherfucker was so fat and so big, his head was in the cut where I couldn't see his head, bro. So I couldn't see no face because it was so fat. The head was back in the cut of the corner. So it was no face on it. It was just in the cut. Like all you could see was a belly and some feet. You hear me, bro? So these motherfucking this projector screen came down. It was like a 25-inch projector screen. And that motherfucker turned and it started Rolodexing through female faces. It was going through female faces, female faces, female faces, female faces. And they stopped at this Halle Berry, caramel skin, Halle Berry hairstyle, beautiful black woman. You see what I'm saying? It gave me go ahead, bro.
They go inside and read your psyche as to what you would be like
Sexually
finding.
aroused with. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it gave me this Halle Berry woman, right? And this woman said nothing. She said nothing. She just look, let me turn my glass off. She just did like this, bro. She said, she just wooed me and blinked at me and seduced me with her eyes, bro. She said nothing. It wasn't a real person. It was a projection, an artificial intelligent projection of a gorgeous woman. And then the nasty thing came out. A shaft came out of the belly of the beast. It became almost erect, just like a man does. A shaft came out the belly of the beast, but on the tip of the shaft, and it was a big shaft. It was like a fucking,
It's a
that bitch
tentacle.
was like this wide. You feel me, bro? It was like this wide, but this goddamn long. A tube, and that motherfucker had a vagina on the front of it.
I do not doubt that one bit.
Bruh,
I do not doubt that one bit.
it had a vagina on it. It was a penis with a vagina on it. And
The
guess what
reason
it
why-
did?
What?
It sucked me and sucked me and sucked me. And then guess what? I woke the fuck up in my room. That's the end of that story. Look, and then to confirm that that shit was true on God, on God, to confirm that shit was true, I took a shower that same morning and got stung by the soap because there was 4 clear, clean lines up my shaft, bro.
Okay, something that I learned was that some believe that these things that we call aliens are the same things that people called nightmares and demons in the back of the day, and the different deities and things of that nature. Some believe that they call it, what was that, the phenomenon in general, but most will call it,
I mean, they
the
called
dark
them
force.
Elohim. They called them Anunnaki, the Elohim. They made the Neteru.
Demons. I'm talking about the demons.
I mean, some
But
people call it that. A couple people in the chat called it demons tonight. You know what I'm saying? A couple people in the chat already said that. But see, that's just a biblical religious mentality. That's just a person who is taught religiously and biblically, so they perceive things in that manner. You get what I'm saying? That's why you got to understand the mentality of the people so you can just understand what they're saying. But that you could call it whatever you want. Them things are real deal, and they're here. You understand what I'm saying?
So check this out. I do understand what you're saying, first off, but there's things that are see, they're trying to stop me from telling you what the fuck I'm about to say, but real life,
So
there's things that are called like demons, right? We'll go firstly, and
yeah,
I'll
fuck
collect.
demons. We ain't talking about demons. Fuck them demons. So
Well,
look, let me show them some more footage. Cause we just gonna keep it on track. Cause look, there we all it don't matter what people call stuff. We've been in see now I'm gonna say this to people as well before I play this video. Everything's not to be dealt with.
Mm.
Like some of this alien shit, I say it could have been good, but then some of it's not good. Like, who knows what the intent? Because I'm gonna say this: my daughter that they took a daughter from me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, their intent is repopulation because some of them don't have the ability to reproduce the way that we do. So they take our semen and our eggs and they make hybrids in hopes that their offspring will have the ability to procreate.
But
See what I'm saying?
yeah, I know what it's for, but it's evil because I want to know my daughter. You get what I'm saying?
Why
Why
no, that's
can't I have a
gone.
relationship with my daughter?
That's gone. Oh, that's a good. Let me see. Corinthians, yeah. I was trying to read that.
So look, she said, "How did they take my daughter?" Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you exactly what happened. He didn't sacrifice her. No, it ain't no dumb, no evil shit. The thing that sucked my thing and took my seed, I was about a month later, it was about a month later, right? I was abducted again. And I went back to that same spaceship, right? So I woke up, I went through the jelly room. This time I didn't need an escort because this is probably about my third time being there. You see what I'm saying? I'm good in there. I'm good there now. You get what I'm saying? So I walked straight through the jelly room, through the cleanser room, got out of there, and it was a light to the right this time. So I didn't go straight this time. I went to the right this time after going to the jelly room. The right, I went in this room and it was a disc floating in the middle of the room, right? A silver disc with light coming from under it, like a display show. You see what I'm saying? The light was on the ground coming from under the disc. You get what I'm saying? And guess what happened? A beautiful, maybe 7 to 9 year old, beautiful black girl with with the same outfit that those two escorts had on, the same outfit that the escorts had on, the P Diddy escorts. She had the same outfit on. Yeah, bro, the standardized issued clothing. You know what I'm saying? The standardized issue. She ain't getting no fresh. She ain't getting fresh forever. She ain't never gonna get fresh. They wear that goddamn P Diddy suit. You know what I'm saying? So look, now the real quick, and I'm gonna let you get off. Now she popped up in the screen, waved at me, said, "Hey." I said, "Hey" to her. I went to go touch her, and she disappeared. She wasn't there. They just holographed her to me to show me that she was good.
It's deeper than a hologram, though. What it
Well,
is
it wouldn't let me touch
project.
her.
Listen, it's telepathy. It's a projection of an image into your mind that makes you comforted with the fact of that. Oh, you at least know
No, no,
your
no, no,
daughter's okay.
no. I'm talking about no, 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 no. Listen to me. She physically was on this dish, this platter. It was no in my mind, nothing. I'm in the spaceship. She physically was on this display
So
disc.
when she disappears, though,
No, when she disappeared is when I went to go touch her, bro. She was not physically there. She was on some like, the new technology shit where they want the 3D hologram image communication. It was some shit like that.
could have been the fact that she was in a higher dimension or a
No,
different
bro.
showed through
No.
for a little bit of time.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I was talking to her and it was all good until I touched the hologram. You get what I'm saying? It was not a real thing. It was like
You
I
basically
perceive it, huh?
you broke the projection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. So she disappeared. And I came back, and when I woke up back in the real world, I was crying in my dream because I was crying, man. I was crying. It was one of them days where I woke up crying out my dream, and then I was crying in real life because it's my baby, man. She was, bro, in 1 month, she grew to like 9 years old.
I'm gonna tell you this. Check it out, bro. I see it now from all of the experiences I've been through. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I had aliens give me songs before,
Yep,
multitudes of songs.
yep.
I've had a lot of accounts with them. Now, man, and all from what I gather, here's my last one. The last time I seen a physical grade. So I woke up out of my dream after a longer dream with a song in my head. Now I have the song on my computer right now. For verification, I can go through and get it, but I'm not going to do
Get
that.
this
If
bitch
you
ass
want me
nigga
to,
off my channel. Get your bitch ass off my channel.
I don't care about no comments. I'm paying attention to what I'm saying. Look,
What?
if you want for me to elaborate, I can, but whatever. I woke up out of my dream with the song in my head. Now my bathroom to my right, my wife to my right, but in the bed. So I looked in the bathroom door, and there's a gray a large-headed being, large black eyes. Now I'm talking about the eyeballs look like veterans marble. You know how when you go to a memorial and it's the black marble and you can see your face in it when you see the people's names carved in it and shit, but it's black, but at the same time reflective, like that. Exactly. Exactly. Bro, that shit is weird. But from all of the instances, so I woke up and he was beside. Here's how I know. I woke up and he was in a doorway. Why are they always in doorways? Number one, I see him in doorways a lot. So I woke up. He was in a doorway. At this time of my life, I'm not scared of them because I've seen him so many times. So what I did was got up out of the bed and was gonna walk over and talk to him like, "Hey, bro, what you wake me up out my sleep for?" Essentially, I knew it was to make the song, but I was gonna verbally ask him, "What do you wake me up out my sleep for?" So as I'm getting closer to the bathroom, he dissipates into the shadow of the bathroom. I'm talking about like melts. Like if you ever seen like spray paint, if somebody shot like
He vaporized.
yeah, bro, like if somebody shot 50 cans of spray paint at you at one time, and that motherfucker said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
It looked like
vaporized.
he into darkness. Now ask yourself, what comes from the darkness? Demons. What happened is that demons know what your mind will accept.
I don't
So
fuck with them
demons,
niggas.
listen, I don't neither, but I'm letting people know what's going on. Demons, they come in regards to how they know you'll accept them.
Yeah,
So if
fuck
they
them
know you'll
motherfuckers.
talk to your grandmother, if they know that you'll talk to your dead grandmother because you
Look, I'm gonna
solely
be
miss
honest, bro. Hold on, cause
her.
this ain't a demon show. I want to say this too. If if you ever feel anything weird, you supposed to say, "Get your bitch ass on, bro." That's how you dissipate all that shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But
You know,
I'm
cause
talking
I'm gonna
about
be honest. You know, cause
the
this,
dystopian.
like for me, all my experiences with aliens were good experiences. It was never nothing crazy or nothing like that. You know, other than the job of the hut, that shit was that was weird. You know what I mean? Um, you know, you just got to keep
Mm.
living life too. This shit ain't nothing you could do about this shit. You know what I mean?
So this right here is another time that I got taken. I
Yeah.
have literally a piece of my skull, if you can't see, is fucking gone right there. And then it healed over because a hole was drilled into my head. Yet I have no medical history of having any head surgery.
I will say this
You see?
too. That's a practice that they use to get inside your head. I what they do, and I don't understand it totally, bro. But I think whatever that one is, because we all deal with this shit, bro. Whatever that one is, it takes away bits of your bone away and gets it like
On it.
bit by bit to get into your brain. I mean, we're dealing with stuff that people cannot comprehend at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sad.
Why you gotta
I don't
go
want to get too deep. I don't want to get too deep because oh my God, the stuff that we know, like you get what I'm saying? And I don't want to get too deep because look, even though I'm an alien and all this shit, I'm a guinea pig or whatever they want to call me. I got, used and abused, all that shit. I still lived a player ass life. I still made a name for myself. Me and bro, we still produce massive music and do big things and great things. So I want to say we're not making this alien video to say, oh, we have trauma, because this ain't trauma or nothing about this. When you live in an alien God lifestyle, this is normal things. There's a normal practices. Uh, a lot of people will never see things in a higher dimension because your mind first off can't comprehend it, because when you start to delve in the mind into ideas and shit, that's when your mind opens up to shit. So a lot of people don't understand to protect your children from entities, demons, creatures, and things like that, you have to limit the things that they ingest. You get what I'm saying? Like movies and shit. Cause a lot of the crazy times in my life, I would watch a crazy movie and that shit would spark some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot, but sometimes. You get what I'm saying?
They all working with the damn demons. Look, they release the demons through the movies. In the flashes, you've known about that before. They put
Yeah.
like a micro pinch inside of the flash, or when a bomb goes off, or when someone gets stabbed or something of that nature. Also, it gets inside your subconscious, and it makes
Yeah.
you want to carry that out
Yeah,
because you build up.
that's subliminal bull crap. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hypnosis. Yeah, hypnosis. I know this world, man. If people would just open up to reality and get past the customs of mankind and stuff like that, everybody would understand these things. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I mean, some of us are born into the bloodlines, and it is what it is with us. Some of us. But I'm gonna be honest, this is not common practice. In the next 20 years, we'll be walking amongst the street with aliens. I promise you. In the next 20
Yeah.
years, aliens will be walking amongst us in the streets.
Well, that's a definite because it's gonna be before then.
I
That's a
just said
definite though.
20 just to guarantee the timeline. But within the next, we're already been seeded. We've already been all that shit. Niggas is ready to bust out the skin. The aliens is ready to bust out.
Uh, they're tired of like hiding, and tired of the
They're
immaturity in
tired.
regards to. They're like, yo, y'all are fucking up without like a uncle, big bro, big sis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
but
basically
yeah.
it's just like, bro, yo, come here real quick. Let me show you something. You know what I'm saying?
And then the
It's
crazy
not gonna.
thing is, some of them are decent, but the ones that dwell amongst us, those are the buggy ones. Those aren't decent, bro. Those aren't decent. Hey, but let me explain something to y'all what extraterrestrial is too, because I was doing some thinking about this shit, right? Terrestrial means land, right?
Mhm.
Extraterrestrial means beings from another land, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you understand how the world was really set up with like the land beyond Antarctica and the land masses that don't get seen and don't get talked about, because we all know that there's land masses that don't get seen and talked about. And I'm not going to say names because we know. So if you know anything about places like Terraria and the real world that we're living in, the realm outside of the realms, those aliens have been here. They were just on the other side of the wall. If you ever seen a movie called Attack of the Titans, Attack on Titans, right? It's a wonderful Japanese anime, right? And it's got rings of barriers and walls that protect the humans from ever coming to thank you, bro, little Chris. You don't got to spam so hard, but I feel you. You got on the Attack of Titans, you got layers of walls that go higher and higher and higher and higher as to protect us from the inhabitants of this planet. You see what I'm saying? We all know the dinosaurs were destroyed to save the planet because the ancient people back in those days said the dinosaurs were too wild and too savage to for humans had to hide to inhabitate to live with dinosaurs. We had to hide. We had to fucking move in certain times. We had to motherfucking sneak around, live in caves, live in the mountains, live in the woods, because them big ass goddamn dinosaurs will eat you like a bug, because we're really bugs, you know? We're
This
bug
is
size.
essentially terrarium. This planet is like a terrarium.
It
Think of it
is.
like that.
It
And
is.
it's just like, hey, let me see how this population does over here. Boom. Let me see how this type of people stays over here. Boom. Let's see what happens if we place a human race here. Boom. And they watch the genetic evolution in regards to the adaptation that the human body naturally goes through. So if you're in a cave for like a long time, you're gonna grow hair, you're gonna grow paler, your lives, your pupils are gonna get wider. You
They're
know what I'm
gonna be
saying? You're
blue.
gonna light. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
If
gonna
you're not,
anything that's if you flip a log over, and I'm sorry that I'm not cutting you off, but if you flip a log
You're
over,
good.
that has no sunlight, all the bugs that are under the log will be blonde with blue eyes. And that is because when you keep something devoid of the sun, it will lose its pigmentation and it will adapt eyes that can see in the dark. And blue is the color that bounces light off. That's like cats. When you see cats when at nighttime, they have the lens in their eyes that's blue reflected because at night they turn their reflective lens on and it bounces the light off so they can see in the dark. There's no different from humans. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna be honest. That's why white men are the best hunters because they could see in the dark. The motherfuckers are good hunters. They had to survive out of nowhere, you know?
The pupil is larger. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. The pupil is larger because their lineage comes from a person that had to survive in cold climates, and so
Yeah,
they
and
had to
just
go in enclosures. You know
and
what I'm saying?
exactly. And just like the black man's eyes, we're designed for just like a shade. Our eyes are like shades, like sunglasses, because our eyes are designed to absorb the sun because we are the beings that were on the top of the earth, dwelling on the earth. And we're no different. It's just environmental change.
In the equator, we're the African, like so-called African race, was in the equator first. You know what I'm saying? In
The
North
human
Africa.
race. The human race, because there was only one race, there was only black people in the original times, and then environmental change caused everybody's differences and um alien seeding. You know what I'm saying? So we understand these things, like we understand, like people like us, we understand the real origins of life and things like that. I'm not trying to like Yakub the scientist. Thank you, young brother Chris. Thank you, young brother. Salute to the young brother little Chris who knows about the brother Yakub, because Yakub was the double brain alien who he took up in the mountains some humans and got them was making genetic molding and genetics. He was doing experiments on people. Yakub was like Epstein of our time. You know, I mean, but Epstein is nowhere near the
Oh,
equivalent.
oh no, he
But
wasn't like
the
X.
reason, no, the
He was
reason
a
why I
scientist.
said that, the reason why I said that is because I just seen the emails of Maxwell, and they were doing genetic research on that island, bro. They were testing kids and doing research on special humans on that island, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot that can be said about that, but I don't want to get your channel
No, but
messed up.
it's just facts, bro. These are facts, bro. I'm not even trying to stir nothing up. Bro, people, I'm gonna say something about this. I'm gonna tell you something about people like me, bro. People like me, I have the great intelligence that is beyond this realm. So it doesn't matter who tries to, it doesn't matter. I can't contain the facts of life. I can't contain my reality because I was here for millions of years. This is just the body that God is doing it with this time. You see what I'm saying? This is just the body he gave me this time. So I've been doing this. We've been doing this for millions of years, bro. We've been doing this. This type of shit is nothing new to us, bro.
Yeah, and in Earth years, we've been here for millions. Yeah, hell yeah.
Millions of
And
years.
yeah, it's like once you start living so many times, you start to worry about soul progression instead of attaining
My,
like physical.
hey,
It's, young souls want to do physical stuff. Old souls want to do spiritual. You know.
bro, look, I got so good at this shit, bro. I'm soaring through life like a hawk. I'm soaring. I only got to flap a few times and then I just hold my wings out.
Yeah. Because
I
they're
ain't gotta,
power moves.
I ain't gotta do all this no more.
Each move has to be a power move because that's how the hawk moves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's for a couple powerful swoops. You know what I'm saying? And they up in the air, or they coming down with one swoop, grabbing their prey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
It's all
look, in life, bro, it's very simple. You just have to eat right, think right, and live right. That's all, and speak right. That's all you got to do. Eat right, think right, speak right, and live right. That's all you got to do.
yeah. Focus on thinking right first, because your thinking's
I
gonna
said
help you
thinking
eat right.
right.
You
I
know what I'm
said that.
saying? I know. I know, but I'm saying do that first out of all the things you said, because it's like that's going to help you be able to do the other things. If you have your mind right, everything else is
No,
right.
it all coincides, bro, because you got to eat right. Because if your lower gut ain't right, your brain ain't right. It's all
Yeah, but
coincides, bro.
if your
You just
mind
got
is right, you got to tell yourself to eat some good foods. You know what I'm saying?
look a
Essentially.
lot of people. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
I'm done.
No,
I'm
look,
done.
a lot of people overcomplicate life by doing too many things. And then they just be over encumbered and lost. Cause to be honest, bro, you don't have to do so much to make like when you do too much, that's when life gets fucked up because you're here, you're there, you're in school, you're this, you're that, you're doing so much, you can't keep up, you know?
Yeah, but you can't have the total opposite of that, a lack of
No,
initiative.
but
You know what I'm saying?
we're
You got to
there now.
have.
Look, we're there now because after the lockdowns, when they told you to stay at home and sit down and told us, because I lived that, I stayed at home. I was on lockdown for 2 years, bro. 2 years.
You said like you went to jail for the last 2 years, bro.
My nigga, I was on lockdown for 2 years, bro. That shit was the best time in my life, but it was also a weird time in my life. You know what I'm saying?
My job didn't even allow us to go home. It was that motherfucker still working.
Boy, they told me,
Well,
look, they
I
told me I
was
was
so bad. I was like,
non-essential.
I
They
wish
told
I
me
was
I
on
was
that.
Look, they said I was non-essential, boy. I did that.
Damn. But y'all
But
got bread though the whole time. Meanwhile, I was just getting regular pay. And
you
people
got
was
to
getting
you
COVID checks and shit.
look. You got to follow the law, bro. But look, that's what made Americans. That those 3 years right there is what made regular, real, everyday Americans entitled. That did it right there. Because
Um,
motherfuckers was look, they told us stay at home, order shit from the house. You didn't have to go nowhere. You stayed 6 feet apart, and then you were just getting bread and staying away. That shit did something to society, bro.
it was a mixture. It was a mixture. It had the restrictive. It's all about the mind. It's all about that person. Because at that same time that people were feeling so restricted, there were some people who had the most exhilarating, outgoing time of their life. At that same time, because there was no. Oh, you mean to tell me I get off from work and I still get paid? What are we about to do? You know what I'm saying? There's two sides to like each type of thing. It just depends on what you do at the time. So
Hey,
I'm telling
bruh.
people,
I'm gonna tell you
keep it
something. I be soaring through life, bro, because when you know laws, see me, I follow the laws. When you know the law and follow the law, there's nothing you can do. And then you don't break the law. You don't go with the law to break the law. You go with the law to be a law-abiding citizen and you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't study the laws of the land, so they just be out here, I'm in the gang, I'm this, I'm that. Nah, you're dumb. You got put because look, under the Patriot Act, nigga, they said gangs is illegal as terrorists. So if you know the laws of all the land, boy, you can't lose. You feel me, bro?
Mhm.
And
Heck
and
yeah.
that's where I think us as grown people, it don't matter what race you are, it don't matter what creed you are. If you're American, if you're whatever you are, wherever you're from, no matter where at you around the world, you're supposed to know the laws of your land, bro. You're supposed to know how your neighborhood operates, how the thugs move, how the criminals move, how the good citizens move. You're supposed to understand the laws of your land because there's too many people who are so entitled and they go through life and feel like they don't the world don't owe them, like the world instantly owes them shit, and they go against the laws and be getting robbed and fucked up. Like, bro, you gotta follow the laws. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, that's true because without law there would be chaos. But my
Yeah.
thing is, during that time of COVID, people got to actually experience life, bro. Like, imagine what
Free.
it's like for a person who had their whole life working, 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 working
Yeah.
every motherfucking day,
Yeah.
and they didn't have
Yeah.
to work and they got paid. What are we
Right.
gonna do with our life? That's a beautiful question. Like, you know what I'm
Look,
saying?
look.
Say that shit.
During COVID, bro, my wife started a business. We was in this bitch, bruh. I could show you videos. Oh my god, that was the best time in my life. and we wasn't blowing through that shit. I lived for years off that money. You feel what I'm saying?
It was potentially life-changing money for everybody in that situation. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you did it right. Some people were just
Yep.
blowing that shit, Hellcats and Chargers and shit. You know what I mean?
Bruh, exactly. So even with well, we're segueing out of there, but we're gonna get yeah, that's already known. Let's get to the we gotta get back on track in regards to the stories and whatnot.
Come on.
What kind of stories
Give
you
us
got left?
something. Go ahead.
Oh, not in regards to my personal stories. I could tell you one
right.
story though.
All right,
Okay.
real quick, we're gonna show them the monster of today.
Bingo.
We're gonna give them the monster of today. All right. So let's go. Let me find this goddamn on video. So a lot of people don't understand there's a current monster going around. There is a man in Panama who found a meteor and he took it home, and this man done found a goddamn monster. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to my history real quick. Hold up.
I'm glad he did find that. Let's put it like that at first.
Yes, sir.
Find that. You guys put a pin in that comment because I'm gonna fill you in as to what I mean by that after he tells the story. Well, maybe during if it's like a specific part where I can interject. But that shit right
No, we
there.
both. I'm gonna play. Look, I'm gonna play clips, and we're gonna stop and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up something on here. Like,
Yeah, get your clip ready. Go ahead and get yours ready. I'm getting mine ready.
I already got like some feud. I just gotta turn the TV back on.
Okay, I just gotta find this mother sucker. Oh, I found it.
Right here.
Damn.
Yep.
And salute to him. I gotta shout his channel out. Salute to the boy J Mez, man. This dude's a big ass YouTuber. 400,000 subs. J Mez, let me use your video. Don't fucking slam me, bro. Come on, bro. Don't slam me.
Go to the original, like if you don't
Nah,
feel
it's
comfortable
on
with him.
TikTok. The videos are deleted off TikTok. I'm just gonna show clips. I'm gonna show it.
That's it. Like they're not deleted. All of them. They ain't get all of them.
Do you have any footage of them? You got them?
This is it right here.
All right, because I got them too. I got the first whoops. All right, go ahead. Let me see because I'm about to show them right. I got the here we go. Look at this, y'all. Look, let me show y'all what.
Okay.
Let me turn this green screen off. Hold up. Oh, let's go. So this thing fell out the sky, and he found it.
I wouldn't have touched that shit either.
Bro, he finna touch the hell out that thing.
He's a dumbass. I seen it. Like he is. That's the dumbest move he made. Like no gloves the whole time.
So just after that, he takes this thing home, and I guess a lot of people would do the same.
Here we go. Watch this shit. Oh my God. Look, bro. Like a potato.
That is
Seems
a
like a pretty
seed.
normal rock. So I guess he actually took it to the university. Let's take a look at his next videos.
Look, it turned silver. He's touching it.
Yeah.
Is he actually touching it with his bare hands?
He's touching it. Look what it does to leaves. Look, bro, look what it does to leaves. It burns.
Yeah, that ain't no good.
It burns leaves, bro.
So at this point, a lot of people are still skeptical about this, including me. But that same week, he starts performing a series of tests and experiments on this thing. And like anyone else, he's pretty curious about the place where he found this. Les voy a enseñar algo de otro mundo. Aquí en el lugar donde cayó el meteorito hace
The place where it landed is glowing.
apago la luz. Mire cómo se ve. Es algo totalmente increíble. Es un material que brilla, un mineral, no sé qué es lo que está brillando ahí, es una locura. Me da miedo ya. No sé qué material es esto, increíble.
So if this is really a meteor, you should definitely call authorities.
No tiene una explicación que yo sepa.
So at this point, a lot of people in the comment section are asking him to do more experiments with the rock.
Hold on,
And
bro.
thinking that maybe this is just a space rock. Why not?
Watch this, y'all. Look. That thing done hatched.
Now people saying there's strings or whatever. You can't get strings through a glass dome.
Nah, bro. He's finna touch it and everything, bro. Watch.
Really weird. Does not look like maybe a fungus. So in his next video, this thing starts growing rapidly and actually moving by itself.
Essentially, it's mycelium. Don't touch it.
Look, bro. It's got tentacles now.
Estoy esperando a las personas correspondientes para que le hagan su estudio. Estoy tratando de buscar con contacto o los contactos que me localicen. Hoy voy a...
It
Prenda de la roca. Pero por ahora no. Por ahora le mantengo su crecimiento paralizado, pues no lo dejo tomar mucha luz. Cuando toma luz
That
solar,
reminds me of
crece.
those sewer creatures
Por
that
eso-
were
Hold
in.
on. Say what you say?
No, I said that reminds me of those sewer creatures that were found in North Carolina sewers. You remember those
Yep.
asses that were pulsating? And that shit
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
God, the fuck is this
Like a
in the
creature
water?
of Metroid, like some of Metroid Prime.
For real, man. That shit
Yeah,
was
bro.
horrible.
So look,
Anybody,
you
if you look up North Carolina sewer monsters, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
hold on. We're not gonna go past this venom that's coming out. This potato right here, this space potato.
No. This is
This is
different.
this is crazy right here, bro. This started happening on the 9th of this month. This started happening on the 9th of this month. This is right now going on. You feel me? This nigga, he's still at large.
Now check this out. The worst part is, imagine if that's not the only one that hit the planet, and secondarily, if it started growing.
It's not.
Think about
That's why it's not. That's why I said salute to my boy J Mans. I want to play your video and react to your video, my bro. Salute to your channel. The video is the alien situation just got way crazier by J Mans. I want to react to this video. Thank you. Please let me use this content. Please don't strike me. I want to react. I love your video. Your content's wonderful. Woo, woo, woo. I'm a subscriber. Do not wham me, please. Let's go.
Crece. Por eso te lo mantengo en la oscuridad. Esto no se alimenta.
Oh my gosh.
Esto no respira. Esto no toma agua. Solamente lo que recibe energía es como de la luz.
Look at that.
Brother Jamie always got some
There's
good
people in the comment
videos.
section saying that
Yeah,
this
he
is what
does.
this thing is. Let's check this out.
Look, they saying this. It ain't that. That's a plant.
No.
Maybe it is. It's
No.
not red. So after this video, and this was about a week ago, Ken's life turns upside down. This thing grows really fast, and turns out it's not the fungus people thought it was.
Mira.
Oh my God.
¿Qué pasa?
No, que pasa?
I'm fucking with that.
Ahora le enseño el frasco que antes era. Ya necesito ponerlo. Hoy de hoy le
He
estoy
said
colocando.
a bigger bowl. Look at it, bro.
Mm-mm.
You can still see
shit-
the rock. You can see the rock that it came out of.
Yeah.
Yo nunca había hecho live.
More and more, this thing started looking like something out of a sci-fi movie, and Ken started doing live streams of this thing, which would mean that if this is fake, it would be a very, very elaborate hoax. But several people in the comment section were trying to prove that this was actually a hoax. Some posted pictures like this one saying that this is a wire.
No, that's a crack.
I don't see it. If you do, please do leave a comment.
No, this ain't no hoax. You
Over
can
the
tell this
video.
ain't no hoax.
It
No,
seems
it's
like
too
you're
gritty.
trying to avoid this region
Look,
with the camera,
it's
but then
too weird. Ain't nobody making nothing this weird. You could, if you're an artist, to make a pump inside of a massly creature, but nigga, hell no. You feel me? We're gonna keep playing this shit. This is crazy, right, bro? What you think? What do you think? I think Venom. I'm getting Venom vibes.
I think terraforming. You know what I'm
Terraforming.
saying?
I think symbiote, bro. I'm thinking symbiote jump inside you. Have you ever seen the movie? Me and Leilani, my daughter. Have you ever seen the movie Body Snatchers, bro?
No,
Oh
no.
my God. Go on Tubi and watch Body Snatchers. This is Body Snatchers, bro. The same creature thing that this is on Body Snatchers. I just watched it last night and it fucked me up after seeing this creature, bro. You feel me, bro? For real. You have to go on Tubi and watch Body Snatcher, bro. Made in 1994 at that, brother.
Yeah, I never seen that movie before at
It's
all.
wonderful. Look, it's wonderful. We got Forrest Whitaker. It's a real Billboard production. You feel me, bro? Look, the movie with Usher, yeah, you're talking about facility, the faculty where the teachers were all alien and they were trying to infect the kids with alien, and they did infect some of the kids and we're turning them all to, yeah, bro, this is exactly what we're dealing with. We're living in this shit.
Yeah, it's terraforming, bro. Because check this
Yeah.
out. So they
Well,
can't stay on the surface because they can't stay on the surface because their lungs breathe a different percentage of oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen than ours do. You know what I'm saying? So in order for them to be able to walk the planet like they want to, okay, let's go take some of that oxygen away and add more carbon by shooting these fucking meteors down that have a decomposing factor to it. If he would have put that beside life forms, it would kill the life form over time. Like the plants, it burnt the plants. Number one, guaranteed the dogs didn't like it. Thirdly, the fucking ground was glowing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is no earthly good
look,
at all.
the nigga said it came from a meteor. He tracked the meteor because it came in his region. So he tracked it because he knew the area. He tracked it down and found that. You feel what I'm saying? So this dude tracked a meteorite hitting, which was not a meteorite. And look, there's been, and this dude right here, this video, he's about to show you. There have been meteorite like sightings all over the world recently, bro.
And imagine if that was a small portion of it in comparison to the bigger portions that hit the earth.
Yeah,
How
look,
fast those are growing. You see what I'm
look,
saying?
that, yeah, but no, this is a fucking growing symbiote creature crazy thing. Like, bro, I'm gonna let you keep watching. You got to keep watching this because look, he's gonna give a piece of this thing. He's gonna break a piece of it off and give it to some officials, and the piece
Yeah.
is gonna be living.
Yes. It's a organism,
A
like
venom. It's a venom.
network. So it's basically a bunch of different individuals that work together. You see what I'm saying?
the video.
It's a
It
bunch
seems
of
like
different
you're
parts.
trying to avoid this region with the camera, but
Make me itch.
it's all right.
Hold on, wait, say it again.
No, I said it's
Yeah.
like nanotechnology.
Yeah, type shit.
Now,
Yeah,
exactly. It's exactly what it is. Except for a biomechanical form of it.
facts. It is. It is. The real form of it. You know what I'm saying? The alien form, the real one.
See a wire there, but I could be wrong. If you see one, leave a comment. What I do know is that by now he's got millions of views in these videos and people are watching, including people who might be interested in taking samples of this thing. And this is what happens. I love reading.
He got a commercial break. Hold on. Whoa, let's go.
Oh yeah.
He put it in a fucking safe, y'all.
I don't know why he showed people his code though.
Man, he goddamn
Where is it?
crazy.
What?
Turn the angle of it a tiny bit.
I don't want that light to be on it.
What is that?
It's just dark. It's gonna pop up. It's just dark.
Yeah, that shit look like a slug, yo. with the two
Nah, bro,
eyes.
that shit look like Venom. This shit's gonna take him over. He's probably.
This thing is huge. A few days later, something really strange happens and he posts this video. All of a sudden, Ken goes from making nice videos experimenting with this thing,
Hold on.
actually running away with it, saying that TikTok
This nigga's this.
having this thing where TikTok is.
Hold on.
Lo que tengo, yo creo que no ha crecido tanto. No permito que haga luz. Esta ventana sí que tuve que poner unos cartuchos.
He said he's keeping it in the dark because the light
What's going on?
throws it, so he keeps it in the dark.
Ahí me están esperando. Me trajeron un maletín y quieren que le dé las muestras y
He said that's what. Look, he said that's why. He said that's why he put it in the safe because that was the darkest place he could find for it, so it would stop growing. But it's still growing. That's what he's fucking up. And then look, he's gonna start feeding it, bro. This nigga's gonna feed it, bro. He's gonna keep. Look, right now he took it away to another place.
Yeah,
You know?
he don't have it anymore. Because at first the people was telling him, "Yo, tell everybody that's not real." They were saying, "Hey, take it down," or
They
tell
did.
people that it's
That's
not.
where he's at now with it. Yeah, that's where he's at now with it. Yeah.
And so his job now. Yeah, I mean, he's a smart person because he doesn't want to get taken out.
I mean,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
too late.
Gonna
We're
take
about to
it
watch it. You feel me? It's too late now. We're about to watch it. You feel me? So when you see the Venom rock, just kick it down the street. don't motherfucking entertain it. Throw it away. Break it. You know what I'm saying?
espero que estén bien resguardados en buenas manos.
Look, he's about to give a sample of it. Look, this is the sample that he's given to the scientists. This is the sample. He broke a piece of it off. What the fuck? He's giving that to the
Something
scientists.
isn't exactly
See it?
very clear, but it seems as if he's being followed around and he stays at a friend's house without giving much information. While doing so, he gives a sample out to an anonymous source that apparently contacted him in the beginning of this entire thing. Maybe he's feeling pressured by all of this and he just doesn't want to have the entire thing with him anymore. The problem is, Ken's videos have already...
No. That's not what happened. He had to give a piece of that shit up, and he probably acted like that was it. So
No, there's a video of him breaking it apart and putting it into different vials, and he sent it
yeah,
to
he
different
did. I know. This nigga's and he touched those things. That's on, bro. This nigga touched that shit. I skipped past that on this video. He touched that shit.
Yeah, just like black inky substance on where the places where he touched it at. Over the course of time, you can see as his video progressed, he didn't wash his hands. It didn't look like because he still had residue on his fingers. Unless that shit stains you, you know what I'm saying?
I think he loves this thing. Like he realizes he has an alien, and he fell in love with it. Like he was so ride or die. Like, bro, watch this shit. He's about to, bro. Let me see. I'm gonna get to the spot. I'm gonna get to
Right
it.
now, he is basically on the
Hold on,
run.
hold on.
Who knows where he is? He's not staying at home.
No, go ahead. Go
Yo,
ahead. I'm turning the volume down. Go ahead.
if he think of this, if he touched it by his hand, don't you think the spores are growing inside of him just the same as they were growing
It
off
possibly
the rock?
could. Yeah. Yeah. It damn sure could. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
And the more he touches it, the more the substance goes like subdermal, going under skin. And because your skin is your largest organ on your
Look, bro.
body, and you eat
Look,
through it.
bro.
You can.
Look, he's bringing a lunchbox to feed it, bro. He got it in a private building.
Yeah, he's tripping. Somebody said I saw that on Stranger Things. Exactly, because they already knew about the existence of it, and they give it to you in a fantastical form so they can like uphold their end of the deal because they have to tell you, but they tell you in such a fantastical way that you doubt the information.
Look at the lunchbox, bro. This nigga got lunch for it. He's feeding it. He's feeding it, bro. Look, he got tweezers. Look, bro.
Yeah,
Trying to
which
get the
means he
glare off of it.
Oh my
touch it.
gosh.
That thing's job is the freaking terraform to start
Dude, this
anew.
thing actually breeding. This is so bizarre.
And found it. I hope that was the only one
Bro,
that
you don't know
landed.
what the fuck this thing is for. Shut up, man. We don't know.
No, you don't know. I know what that
Bro,
is by
okay,
the
vlog, man.
This is
We
real, and I'm getting.
hold up, bro. We don't know it. I'm gonna say this. You don't know what the fuck that thing is for. It could take over humans for all we know. It could be now look, let me say, because I was gonna wait. I was trying to wait till the thing went over, but did y'all see the rabbits with the shit coming out their faces? Okay, then. This thing could potentially be infecting the people. Did you see the deers with the things, the black horn things coming out their faces? This thing could be seeding live animals, creatures, humans. Did
It
you see the
seeds
rabbit?
it dissolves and assimilates
Hold
all
on.
like biological matter.
Hold on.
All things that are alive. Put it on anything alive. Put it on a
Rabbits with
tree.
the
Put it
morph
on your
face zombie
That's
faces.
just gonna eat it. That's
Look
just
at
gonna
this.
eat it.
Oh my God. Look, bro. Bro.
What?
Rabbits are growing scary.
Hold on, we're gonna keep. I got more. Hold on.
That's what is said to be cancerous.
No. Look
Oh,
at it. Just look. Does this not look like that creature?
it can be said that
Does
it
this
looks
not
like the
look like it? I'm just talking about. I don't care
seen
what
a
they
bunch
said.
of some people in Chernobyl, like the deers in Chernobyl, after that nuclear, like what's it called?
These tentacles growing off of them.
Look, bro.
Meltdown.
Look.
Wildlife folks, they're saying it's
Look.
virus. This is more like a cancer. I don't know.
This ain't no fucking virus. Look.
Colorado.
He said it looks more like a cancer,
Look,
which is
bro. Look.
I've
So
seen this
no,
type
I'm
of stuff.
trying to show the people though, and I'm trying to show you too, so you can understand these things. This is not a one incident, but because Buddy showed you in Panama. This shit is fucking the world over. And a fish or
Why do you think I
washing up.
alluded to that one is not the only one? You see what I'm saying?
Look,
That's why I
fish.
asked you if that's not the one, and what if that's just a smaller version of some of the ones that fail?
Look, fish. No, it's able to break into pieces. It can formulate to a whole mass, or it can break into pieces. It can do whatever it needs to do.
Self-assimilating nanotechnology.
It can do what it
essentially.
needs to do. I'm not thinking I'm trying to make people think and see, bro. Plain and simple, bro. This shit is simple.
No, you give people terms to go research.
No.
Don't.
We don't know. Over the Real Talk Real Shit podcast, I show you clear as day what's going on. That's what I do. No, on the Real Talk Real Shit, I show you clear as day. The A plus B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. That's how we do it. I'm telling you, this shit is all simple and everything dots up. All the dots add up. These fucking rabbits didn't start appearing in Colorado and around America until about this last year. This is not, I've been alive since 1985. There's never been a goddamn horny toad brain fucked. You're supposed to take those to the damn pasture.
Look up Chernobyl animals.
I'm not talking about radioactivity, bro. I'm talking about See,
look
look.
exactly like that, though.
No, bro.
Some of the animals
maybe so,
exactly
maybe
like
so, maybe so. But I'm talking about because look, I have cats. I got outside cats. There was this one cat that was outside. He was infected with something that was it was tearing his ass up. This nigga was sneezing, all this shit come out his bro. There's stuff that's out here infecting these wild, vulnerable animals, bro. Squirrels are becoming rabid. Hold on, let me show you. No. We're gonna show you. Squirrels in New York are becoming savage and eating stuff. Hold on, we're gonna show this shit the truth, bro. What's really going on in current time?
That right there is
Rabid,
because
rabid
up on
squirrels in New York.
these damn
Rabbit
5G.
squirrels in New
Number
York.
one, 5G is what was it? 300,000 times, no, 300 times stronger than 4G. 300 times stronger than 4G.
This ain't 5G. We're talking about alien technology. We're talking about alien seeding. Look, bro.
What the fuck do you think controls all that shit?
No, this ain't technology. This isn't technology. This organic
You don't
material coming from another atmosphere into our stratosphere. Seeds. Now
look. Well, they changed the title of it to extra dimensionals.
Hold
They're
on,
called
look.
extra dimensionals right now for a reason, though.
Look, it's not just look, you're not looking. It's not just squirrels. It's the birds now. It's the rabbits now. It's the birds.
I don't
It's
care about
not
emotion. I'm not really getting emotionally involved with it. I'm just
who's
looking at it from
because you don't care about the planet. I got children. Let me tell you something. I have children. I understand. No. Let me
No, bro. How you gonna
listen.
tell them what they care about?
Because you
can't.
said you're not getting emotional. Let me tell you why I am invested emotionally into this topic. Let me tell you, I have children on this planet. I just took my children to the aquarium to see real animals, to see sea animals the other day. Watched the live. It was a wonderful live. I just took them the other day to see sea animals and all that. There is not going to be animals in the real world in the near future. It's already been foreseen by the scientists on this planet. We are seeing the eradication of animals in real time. What people don't
Bro.
understand is there's been technology. Hold on, let me finish. There's been technology done of animal digital tracking and mapping of all the living animals on Earth. They recently, over the last 5 years, tracked all of the animals on Earth. They tracked all the animals on Earth and did all the mapping of every animal, how they move, how they operate, and everything. Then you started seeing robotic animals coming into the atmosphere. You know why? Because they're getting rid of real organic creatures on this planet, whether it's alien seeded, whether it's not alien seeded. It doesn't matter. They're getting rid of real organic animals, and they're going to come out with some fake ass animals in the future.
Those electronic birds are just government drones.
I'm not talking about, that's facts. They got mosquitoes and all that. I know that, but I'm talking about my children may not. Go ahead.
They're not trying to replace wildlife. They're not trying to replace wildlife because wildlife is necessary for the functionality of the trees. Without trees, you can't fucking breathe. So they're not trying to do that. They're trying to do selective, like be selective as to who the fuck they keep on this place.
That sounds like bullshit because every animal has been caught and tagged and fucking butt raped. Every animal. What are you talking about?
What?
Every animal on the planet damn near has tags in them right now. I got some of the only organic cats in the planet right now because they're self-generating organic cats that are breeding outside. There is no more organic animals. I got a guinea pig that has a chip in it. My cat has a chip in it. Every animal, everything on the planet is being tagged and tracked and dated, and you don't understand how far this goes.
See that, bro? Because I know people that live in Africa right now, and they have nothing but nice natural animals that are walking around.
They got
every fucking day. So you're talking about some like all the animals are being don't fucking do that to people because some people get
scared. That's the truth. Any animal you buy from a pet store has been tagged and tagged. Every guinea pig. Before they sold me my guinea pig, she said we have to tag it and put an RFID chip in it, and then we'll give it to you once the chip heals. Man.
Yeah, you're right. If you get one from the pet store nowadays, they do that. But if you just find an animal out and about, they're not tagging no damn 100% of the wildlife out and about.
They are. Every bird, every sea animal has been caught. Most every shark has been caught. Why do you think they have data of the trajectory of every sea animal in the ocean? Because they tagged them, bro.
How can they have trajectory of every sea animal in the ocean when they haven't even explored more of the surface of the ocean than the
Everyone that
moon?
they've caught every major one, bro. They tag them bitches. They will tag, bro. I don't
Yeah,
understand how
speaking
many.
of, not totally like that though. You
It
see what I'm
is
saying?
like
We
that.
gotta. It's not every animal. You can't generalize like that when you talk about shit, because that makes people like, oh shit, I can't eat
It
no fish.
is
I can't
like
eat
that. You can go in. They have them
like
tracked in the ocean. They have them tracked in the air. They got the land animals tracked. How do you think they have an accurate count of each animal species on the planet? Because they've been all tagged and caught.
no, not necessarily tagged and
That-
caught. Just
That's the
surveyed.
truth, bro.
Surveyed. Like even in Africa, have you ever seen that robot monkey that got introduced into the you can look it up right now.
Yeah,
Robot
they did it
monkey
with
that
alligators too. They did rough, but that was to survey.
that boom, exactly. That's how you get an accurate count, because there's no way you can
No,
waste it to tag
what do
every
they do
single
to
animal.
the hippos? They fly over him in a helicopter, shoot him in his ass with a big tranquilizer, and then they tag him, bruh. And then he wakes up and they pat him on his ass and he walks away. That's what they do. They've been doing that for 20 years.
There's not no need to tag every single animal. It's a waste of
Yes, that's
resources.
what they do. Bro, that's what they do. Anything new, look now, like we're saying,
Why would
they're
they be doing that? Why would they be doing that is the question.
to map them, to learn them. See, AI, what people don't understand about AI, it has to learn you before it replaces you. It can't replace you until it learns you. That's why right now everybody's throwing so much data to these social media sites. AI is learning us. In a little while, once they get enough data, they're going to replace us.
It's not so much about like replacing, it's more about controlling.
It's all
Because you
about
can
replacement.
just listen. You can have 1 million people on the planet that can till the land for you, do all this manual labor shit that robots can't do there. Because there's some things that dexterily they cannot do that we can do. So it's more reliable to have a human. So what you would do as the owner of the United States is reduce the number, only keep the strong, only the strong survive. That's all they always say all the time. Only the strong survive. You've seen it in the Georgia Guidestones. It doesn't matter about what people think. It was written in stone how they wanted to reduce the fucking population down to a manageable percentage so that it's easier to police. That's the whole thing. It's not about eradicating all of anything. They need birds to be able to poop on the land. They need dogs to poop on the land. They need cows to till the land with the grass and shit back out grass. You see what I'm saying? They need that shit. So they're not going to ever eliminate 100% of it. They're going to get it down to a controllable number and then implement policing.
I mean, I don't understand. I'm not gonna give no more power to man than they deserve, but man has done they got this shit mapped out, bro. That's what I know. They have a good accurate mapping of this whole everything, bro. And I'm gonna give them the credit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. These people have figured everything out. They have, and I give them their credit for that. Like they
They
had
have probability machines. They have machines that are strictly devoted to looking at probabilities in regards to potential situations. And it gives them the highest percentage, like this is the most likely outcome if you go about these actions. Literally, they have an AI that's attributed to making decisions. You know what I'm saying? For
look
given
CRISPR.
potential.
Look, CRISPR is she said CRISPR, that's facts. CRISPR is where you get to choose your child's DNA and all that. That's essentially human cloning, man. And human cloning is real too. That's not nothing fake. That shit is real. I can go on the website. They got a website right now you can go on where you can do that shit.
They've been able to clone people since the 1930s. They tested it on the population first to see how the population will react when they did Dolly the sheep. Remember that shit? They was like, let's see how they'll feel about us doing clones, even though they had they called them doppelgangers back in the day. Fucking clones, you know what I'm saying?
That lady too, the baby Eve too, baby Eve, the first clone baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Man, behind closed
And
doors,
and
a
and
lot happens.
and I'm gonna tell you what my theory is about the animals, bro. Let me tell you what my theory is. What a lot of people don't realize. It's all about the starving out of the humanity. Because if anything was ever to happen, we could eat squirrels. If anything was to ever happen, we could eat birds. So they're getting rid of our food. This is what's going on. A lot of people don't understand it, and it's a deep level. This is why it's being perpetuated through air, water, food, and all the things, because they're getting rid of our fish. They're getting rid of our food. They're getting rid of our fowl. They're getting rid of our cattle. Mad cow disease and all these massive diseases where the animals are dropping dead and their milk's no good and all that. They're getting rid of our way of survival and changing
And
it to where we are only dependent upon somebody to survive. So in order to circumvent this, you have to learn how to garden. You have to learn how to grow foods for yourself. You have to learn how to have a fucking frontier lifestyle. You have to take it back before you're forced to go back. I'm telling you. Because you could lose, it's just like losing your job. You could lose your job, then your whole life changes, right? If society stopped, if society could no longer sustain, it wouldn't be nothing you could do. It'd be America lost its job. So it would be nothing you could do, like the lockdown, the shutdown. What y'all have to understand is everything's been tested, everything's been put into play. Everything's been tested. It can't happen the way the lockdown happened last time because we all are fully understanding to the shots and this and that and whoopty whoopie whoop. So now it's going to be an alien type of thing going on, and it's already happening and it's already working. That's why a lot of people are dropping like flies. And the sad part about it is by the time we realize it, it's going to be too late and we won't have any way of survival. So if you want to try to give yourself a chance, secure yourself some land, secure yourself some fucking garden, secure yourself a way of survival that's not dependent on grocery stores. Because people like me, I have to go to the grocery store every 2 to 3 days because I got 3 kids and I'm dependent on that shit. And my garden only gives me a little bit out of the month because I don't have a big enough plot of land. So what I'm saying is we don't have a lot of time to get to the mentality and the way of survival. You have to get into the mentality and way of survival thinking now before you're forced into it. You need to learn how to grow now before you're forced. You need to learn how to survive now before you're forced.
you know what's going on? Like honestly, it's a removal of poor people.
No, bro,
It's
it's
a
deeper than that.
removal. It is
That
not.
too. That too.
It's
That too. That too. But it ain't about poor
they
people because
don't care about
rich
poor
people are dropping dead too, bro. It ain't about rich or poor. It's about humanity, bro.
money. The game is money. Like even if you're killing off a bunch of poor people or killing off a bunch of rich people, the whole goal is where does the money go to that they had after they die and nobody's the next of kin? Back to
But
the
they're getting
government.
ready. Look, they're getting ready to change the money again, so money's irrelevant. This is why fame and celebrities. This is why celebrities aren't as impactful as they used to be because fame and fortune are going away. That is an illusion that's been going away for many years, and now it's going away to where rappers feel useless. Rappers are crashing out trying to stay relevant. All famous people are struggling to stay relevant because that fame system is going away and people don't see it and they can't understand it, but it's all
The pace has sped up.
they zap my live. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nah, the pace sped up is what happened. It's like
Froze my shit.
for instance, like I used to be a fan of people in general, like a fan of people like okay, I'll give some people who shout out. Like Madlib, very good producer. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, yo, Madlib stuff is dope. No disrespect to Madlib, but once I started to learn how to produce and produce better than all the people that I looked up to, it makes your tolerance for that dissipate. And you need something new. You see what I'm saying? So imagine what happens is like you give all of your data to a young child and whatnot. They're gonna need a lot more when they get older. You know what I'm saying? Than what we'll give all of our life to a kid at the same time, knowledge wise, So what are they going to have by the time they get to our age? You know what I'm saying? It'll be like double. It's multiplying.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Kids ain't gonna make it to our age if this keeps going like this. They're not gonna make it if it keeps going like this because what people don't. Well, this is what I know. I know most of the world we're being forced into inner city populations. I know most of the world people in America. I'm talking about in the places around the world that are not with the shits, they get flooded away and washed away and blown away and burned away. All of them. I watched it happen over the last 4 years. The big bad wolf has been huffing, puffing, and blowing shit at. He's been huffing, puffing, and blowing shit down. And this is what people don't understand. If you're not with it, you're getting blown down. And that's the thing that people don't understand. These niggas, they can huff, puff, and blow you down. So this shit is really sad to see. You know, we've been what if you've paid attention to the real world, they've been Armageddon going on for the last 5 to 10 years. Pure Armageddon.
Check this out. It's called fear mongering. There's something that I would like people to look up. They're called archons. So they feed off of negative energy. Some people call them demons, whatever the case, whatever. Some people call them archons, but they need energy. So what's the most potent source of energy on this planet? The human spirit.
Love.
Where does that come from?
Love.
Where does that come from? The
Love.
spirit. Spirit. But like we have the soul is the most potent or source of energy on this planet. So if you got a bunch of souls desiring, and the reason why I say desiring is because what you speak about, you desire.
That's not true, bro. See, that's the thing. Hold on. I'm not talking magic and hocus pocus. I'm speaking on things that have occurred in the planet.
Listen, we're talking about quantum physics, quantifiable definitions of what I'm talking about.
You're talking about everybody manifesting the same thing. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about if everybody's feeling the same way, it would. That's what you're talking about.
Look, you can't tell me what I'm talking about.
That's what I am talking about.
Is if you get a bunch of people to serve you up a piece of food by an event, you're gonna do it. If say for instance, you don't have a body and your food source was the fear of other people, what would be your main drive in life? If you wanted to survive.
I don't know what you just said.
Listen, I said, if you were something that doesn't have a body and your food source is someone else's fear and you have control over a lot of powerful people, what would you do? You would tell those powerful people who control the lower classes beneath them to fear a specific outcome. It never comes, but the fear of the outcome feeds what we call archons. So say, for instance,
ain't no we. I don't know nothing about no demons. Ain't no we. I don't fuck with demons, bro.
You're not listening to me because I never said nothing in the equation of me being a demon.
You said what we consider archons. I don't know nothing about no demon talk. I feel you though.
You're not listening.
I'm very much listening.
And 2000, they say Y2K. Oh my God, everything's gonna shut down. Everything's gonna blow up. Nothing happened.
That's because they thought it was. They thought the electrical shit was gonna go out. They thought that.
The only thing that happened was fucking calendars reset. That was it.
It was blackout. It was blackouts and shit too. But they thought it was gonna. It's like this. That's their fears. Now I'm not promoting fear. I'm not. See, this is what you have to understand. If there was good news to report, I would report it. There's not enough families that are married for 10 years. There are not enough babies being born every day in married families. There's not enough people winning admirable awards. There's not enough good news to report on. This world, I don't talk about negative stuff. I look at the things in this world that we need to work on to better ourselves, and that's what I deal with. When you're a doctor, you don't look at the patient and say, well, you look like you're all right. You go look for the issue that they're dealing with to save them. And I'm trying to save the people, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to know
Yeah,
what's
but
going on.
I was talking about though. What I was talking about, that was a point that makes a valid sense, but it wasn't in accordance with what I'm talking about. Because I'm
Yeah.
not talking about demons. I'm talking about the factor that what people
Why you keep saying
basically
demons?
what they believe, huh?
Why you
I
keep
said
saying demons?
I ain't talking about damn demons. I'm really just talking about the factor that people need to be aware of what they give their energy to, what news you buy into, what fear you buy into. The reason being
Oh, yeah, bro.
is because you might be feeding the monster that's going to eat you at the end of the day.
Now let
The
me say
more
this:
you,
the
the more
fear
you
is
have,
the fear is the horror movies that come out every Friday. The fear is the
it's a
fucking
constant.
I'm
That's
not
what I'm.
pushing fear.
We're not. You're not getting the point behind it. The point behind it is making people aware of the traps,
Yeah,
so
but
they can make
these mother
decisions for themselves. It's not about me telling people to do nothing. It's like, yo, this is what's happening. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? They're doing this to your music. They're doing this to your movies. They're doing this to your psyche. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this. What's your response to it? I'm not trying to get people to do nothing. I'm just giving them information. Then
Yeah,
I
me
see their
neither.
response.
I'm already living the life that I need to be living on this planet. That's why people like me, I don't need to do this internet stuff. I just genuinely try to help my people. So I just get on here and try to speak motivational speech to help my
Yeah.
people. But I come from a understanding that's way different than just the average human. You know what I'm saying?
Once people evolve, they won't even need malice. They won't need negativity. They won't, because you can't see, there's order and there's chaos. Darkness is chaos. What can you create in chaos
Well, I
versus
mean,
light? Light is
you need to have the fire though. You need to have that defense, bro. You
the
gotta
divine fire. There's divine fire as well.
like
Divine
like
fire is inspiration. We call it inspiration. You feel me?
like justice, bro. You gotta have justice, bro. You gotta have justice. You have to. You know what I'm saying? You have to. So
And
righteousness,
balance. The balance,
huh?
bro. You gotta have balance.
Yeah. Because like
Positive,
you can't
negative.
be all good. Like I tell people all the time, you can't be all good because you'll be a deer, you'll be prey. And you can't be all bad because you'll be a predator, you be a wolf. So you have to be balanced. And even in the Bible it says uh what did it say? Virtuous is he who is in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's the key is to balance, not to balance it all out. But in efforts to do so, a lot of people might need to like dwell on that light side for a little bit because America, not I'm sorry, America, places in general experience negative things that influence the child to be negative later on. You see what I'm saying? Is they did studies plenty of times on nature versus nurture. You know what I'm saying? Your nature, somebody being same genetics, twins. One goes to a well-to-do house, one doesn't go to one. You see what I'm saying? Which which like what do they call a clone or a twin works out better. Always the one with the better information. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about no matter what you are, no matter where you at, you can get the information to make the right decisions. Right
Yeah,
decisions are always made off of right information. You
you gotta
gotta
just
have the
learn. You gotta you gotta learn discernment and use your discernment because once
yes,
you learn and see, I don't this shit gotta be taught to you, man. Like this is the sad thing. It's some people you can't save in this world. That's why I don't try to save everybody and stuff. I just try to inspire the ones who are already on the right path to be more righteous because there's people already out here walking dead, man. Like there's already people who's already zombied out and gonked out and zonked out. Like, you know, you can walk past them people's on drugs, zonked out on the street. They're already dead, man. So I'm not trying to do nothing but my part on this planet. And I know for a fact I've already helped hundreds of people. And if not that, I've already helped thousands. So I'm just
yeah.
telling people you can do it. You can make a difference on this planet if you choose to make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It's all
You can,
about your choice. You make the right choices off the right information and right
mhm.
inspiration. The reason behind what you do is valuable. So, say for instance, for all my people out there who want to start a business, ask yourself why you want to start that business. And it has to be a strong enough why that will carry you through the how you did it. You know what I'm saying? Will carry you through the work behind what it takes to get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
I
If
seen
you
I seen the other day, to touch on what you just said. I seen the other day Marlon Wayans. He was on Kai Cenat stream, right? And it was a young guy on there. He was like, "I'm a comedian, Marlon. I like your work. Woo 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 woo. I love your work." And he said, Marlon said, "Listen, young brother." He said, "Holla at me after you've done 3,000 shows." And that shit was so impactful because look, a lot of people want to be great, but you got to earn greatness. You got, like, Johnson and Johnson is not Johnson and Johnson. Them niggas is Johnson and Johnson because they've been having slaves pick cotton since 1725, and they kept cotton their main stake since all the way until 2025. You see what I'm saying? So what you got to understand is longevity is what breeds success. And everybody's not supposed to be producers and things like that. But for those who feel the urge that you can do more and you can do this, listen to your urges. Don't goddamn go against yourself, because it could be people, it could be somebody next to you who be like, "Nah, bro, we ain't gonna make it if we do that. You know, we ain't gonna do that." But if you listen to your heart and listen to what your spirit is telling you, you got the potential to make it at and make it with, you can breed success, man. Success comes from consistency, man. Look, me on this YouTube channel, I got over 4,000 some subscribers. That ain't nothing to some people, but that's a lot to me. And it took me 6 years on YouTube, consistently dropping videos, to understand that, just to even get to the point I'm at now. And I'm humble enough to know I got a lot more work to do. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, just like everything, we have a lot more work to do. So when you think you've done enough, you haven't done enough at all. Keep going. Keep going. You feel me? Keep going.
the goal is the goal should be to be perfect like God. The reason why is because that's an unattainable aspiration. Meanwhile, you're still getting better and better and better and better and better with every step. But the key is you should always aspire to be like the creator.
Or
That's it.
godly, or godly, because they say Christ-like. Like in Christianity, they call it Christ-like and stuff. So I understand what you mean. Yeah, because you can't be
That's
God, but you can be godly on this earth. Because God did, in all different cultures and all different tongues and all different kinds of ways, He left blueprints for us to live by. So if you follow most of the tongues and most of the religious ways, not just verbatim, but straight to the T of following the laws of it, man, you can't go wrong, bro.
goosebumps after I said that because that shit was real, bro. You can't go
Yeah,
wrong with that at all. Like, man, a lot of
you
people
know.
need to
So
start realizing how much power they got. That's the problem. People don't realize how much power they got. They've been
yeah,
living their life externalized their whole life. Check this out. For instance, asking your teacher for permission, asking your mom for permission, which is okay. Permission is okay. It's respectful. But raising your hand for attention and for to answer a question, freaking asking all these things keep you into a state where, okay, for instance, another one saying, God, please save me, versus taking your own effort and saving yourself. You're asking for the teacher, you know what I'm saying, to be like you're valid according to the way that they evaluate things versus evaluating yourself. You should always be like people out there, y'all should always be like a self-observer. Observe how you're reacting to a stimuli, which decision you should make at that time. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? That type deal. If I do this, what will happen? If I do that, what would happen? Be your own counsel. Because
yeah,
once you
use
develop,
discernment. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Once you develop,
A lot of people have
It's-
been raised to be subservient, bro. And I you know, it's sad though, bro, because like you said, bro, you said it, bro. It's just how they was raised, though, bro. So kind of like if you was raised Christianity, you're gonna have a little bit more subservience to you. If you was raised under certain ways, like Allah or things like that, you might. It's just how you was raised. So the crazy part about life is, man, a lot of people are so devout and just the beliefs that they believe in that they can't attain the real truth of life because you might meet a Christian man who's righteous, he's living decent, but he doesn't know the true meaning of life because he's stuck in Christ, or he doesn't know the true meaning of life because he's stuck in Allah or Buddha or Krishna or whatever he's into, and that's just keeping that lens over his eyes. So to be honest with you, you just got to be a student of earth, man, because it's not always about one thing all the time. Like people tell me, if you believe in Christ, you'll be good. You be, man, listen, bro, I'm true testament that if you believe in God, the creator, you're good, because who's to say what his name is? You could call him Christ, I could call him Heru, I could call him whatever I wanted to call him, but it's the same entity.
Think of this. You can't name anything you come from because what you came from was already named before you. Like we can't name our parents. So how does a human take it upon themselves to give God a specific name? You can't name the thing you came from. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna
Yeah,
name your father when you come out your womb. You're not gonna name your mother. They're already there. They're already named
the
beforehand.
the only thing with the human though is the difference of tongue. That's the only reason why the name changed. The difference in the tongue. Like you might speak Yiddish, so it'll be whatever. You might speak Chinese, so it'll be whatever. Like you get what I'm saying? That's how the name changed because it's the same. Like uh Yoshua, it came from Heru to Jesus to Yoshua to Yahweh, and all these different derivatives of the same name. So it just depends, like what tongue you were born at. You believe in the same thing, it's just you call it something different because of the place you were raised in. You know what I'm saying? It's only one God. That's why I want people to understand. It don't matter what none of us believe. There's only one creator. You know what I'm saying? And on this planet, your parents are your creators. So in the grand scheme of things, there's only one grand architect that created everything, but you need to respect your parents like God because your mother and your father are the ones who made you. You know what I mean? They booted bro out. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. Let me see. Hold on. They booted bro out. That's crazy. Hold on. What happened? My phone died. Okay. Phone died. Facts. Shit. I'm about to just end it, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna tell him I'm about to just end it. But yeah, man, his camera froze. Now his phone died. I didn't know what happened. Yeah, his phone died. So yeah, man, that was a great conversation, man. We're gonna redo this again. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with me. It's the big homie, Big BAYDAY, man. It's the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. God means power, not a singular person. God is everywhere, man. God is in all of it. It's in everything, you know. That's why, and I keep this going, bro. I gotta bro. I gotta get them my kids and shit, bro. It's at damn bedtime, bro. Everybody should be sleep and shit, but I know this was a good live, man, but we gotta keep it going another time. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in and tuning in. Big King QEB, thank you for tuning in with me. We're doing that live with me, bro. I really appreciate you for real, man. Archangel, I appreciate y'all. Chris Brown, I appreciate you. All my people for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, man. We do this shit for real, man. You working like 6 hours. Facts, bro. Get you some rest, my bro. For real. Get you some rest, my bro. He's in the facts, bro. Appreciate y'all, bro. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's your big homie, man. God bless y'all. Let's go.